Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the one and only Rumboyz Fantasy Network. It's your boy Rumboyz Robbie alongside Big Game James. What's going on, Jamie?
What's going on? I'm excited for today, man. So excited.
Hell yeah. We got a lot to talk about. Trade deadline went down yesterday. It's week 9 in fantasy football, and of course, fantasy football playoffs are approaching. So every move that you guys out there that are viewing make is going to be super pivotal from here on out. But before we get into the show, I want to let everybody know you too can ice out yourself, ice out your neck with your favorite sports team logo, no matter the team, no matter the league, whether it's NFL, MLB, NHL, NBA, you name it. My homies over at Shop GLD have you covered. Link is also in the description. Promo code GLDG Rum. Again, that is GLDG Rum. You know, GLDG because you're a G. Rum because you're part of the Rumboyz. Quick way to remember that one. 30% off your very first purchase. So make sure you guys go on ahead, take advantage of that this holiday season. Also want to shout out our homies over at All 22. All 22. Promo code Rumboyz. That's right. Promo code Rumboyz for a 100% match on your very first deposit all the way up to, for 40% off the subscription price. I apologize. Holy shit. For 40% off the subscription price of your All 22 subscription, get on over there. Utilize promo code Rumboyz at All 22. And for a 100% match for all of your daily fantasy player prop needs, get on over to monkeyknifefight.com. Promo code Rumboyz. And also, shout out to our new sponsor, Champions Round. Link is in the description. We have some free player pools over there. All of you guys, get on over there, hit that link. Big ups to Champions Round as well. Link in the description. What's up, Extreme Kane? That's here. You said that you're going to start your own fantasy show, utilizing fantasy projections with a projection statistics system that you made a while ago. Okay. Very nice. Make sure it's a thorough system. Have people look over it. Make sure there's no flaws and kinks in it. Some that I got so far, sure, drop them in the chat. I have no problems with that. Yeah, it's definitely not football related, but RIP Takeoff. Cheers to me. Cheers to you. All Rumboyz girls want to do. RIP Takeoff. That one was sad because I like Migos was like a big piece of my childhood, or not like childhood, but like adulthood, like my later, middle to like later 20s, and Offset or I'm sorry, Takeoff. He's only like a couple years younger than me. All those guys are younger than me, like just a couple years younger than me. I think Offset and I are the same age, but I mean that's crazy. That's just crazy. And over a dice game. Always have your pole with you if you're in sketchy areas, sketchy situations. What the fuck do the Texans do with Brandon Cooks? Dude isn't even practicing. Okay. And now let's get into the thick of it. I love it. George, way to set us off. So
I know Brandon Cook himself is pissed off. Did you see his tweet? He's like, "You messing with my career. This is my life."
So Brandon Cook's obviously pissed off. What's fucked up about that situation is that we had there. Okay, so there were talks, and we had sources. We didn't report it, and we were going to. And good thing that we didn't, because we had a very reliable source that was telling us that he was going to end up becoming a Ram. And Mike and I were sitting back and we're waiting, we're texting each other all throughout the day. I'm like, when's it going to drop? I'm like, I'm not sure. Like, I don't think that it's going to happen. He's like, wait. And then deadline closes, nothing happens. Cooks isn't moved. It's fucked. It's fucked with how they did him. I'm thinking that though they weren't able to get anything for him. In his mind, he's probably thinking, I don't care what you felt like you could have got for me. I won out, but I'm not thinking that anyone was trying to pay up the asking price that the Texans were asking for him.
Yeah, I would have loved to see him on the Rams, though. That would have been nice.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Nope.
Because they're not using Allen Robinson worth a damn. Also, as a Packer, what's up, Weeds? What's good, bro? Says up, Jamie.
Yo.
Robbie. Also, as a Packers fan, I can honestly say our GM is a dumbass. He's the kind of guy that goes to the dollar store and tries to bargain items down to 75 cents. With the inflation, not even the dollar store is a dollar store right now. No, like all jokes aside, though, like yeah, Kent's, that the guy he's still the fuck up there. God, when you have a last name like that, I mean, you just kind of gotta expect that mistakes are gonna be made, right? Kent's like it just sounds like it just sound like that sounds like a new like way of saying that someone fucked up, like you against it, or you against. Like it sounds like an insult.
Like remember in kids, you got this dick, this dick.
Like fucking, I don't. If you're a Packers, all right, well you are a Packers fan, George. So speaking to you and all the cheeseheads out there, y'all fuck again up Six Creek without a fucking paddle. And like I guess, and I heard Richard Sherman kind of say something earlier to the effect when he was speaking with Von Miller. He was like, "But you're Aaron Rodgers." Like, Von Miller. He was like, "You're Aaron Rodgers." Like, you got to figure like you got to make those plays. And then Richard Sherman said something to the effect of like, "Guys are just dropping the ball," or he's telling them to run in and they're running out. I'm telling you, run a stop. You're running a go. I'm telling you, run a corner, you're running a post.
So at the end of the day, man, Rodgers isn't going to have any receivers left. He's just going to want to bench them all.
Rodgers did give Torrey his props on Pat McAfee's show the other day, to where he said that he had told Samaje, he's like, Samaje Torrey, he was like, hey, you're a little too good to not be starting. He's like, I think that you can start, and Rodgers' exact quote was, I don't know if that conversation, in the hallway got to him, and that allowed him the play that allowed him to break loose and get that late big catch for a TD against Buffalo. Rodgers says that, it feels like that they can put something together. Rodgers says that this week's practice feels like a good practice, and it's been feeling like a good practice, and things are starting to click. So,
but the Packers are still in trouble, man. Like their playoff hopes are plunging.
But is it really the Green Bay Packers, or is it the Green Bay Aaron Rodgers?
No, it's their defense even has issues, like on both sides of the ball, honestly. But the defense can't stop the run.
That was the question, though. Is it the Green Bay Packers, or is it the Green Bay Aaron Rodgers?
It's the Packers, so they need to fix that defense too.
It sounds like Aaron Rodgers it sounds like Aaron Rodgers is GM, head coach, quarter fucking back. This motherfucker dude, he's out here doing media runs and shit and recommending books to people. Like, no, you need to get some fucking wins.
They lost 4 consecutive games already?
Yeah, it's been pretty bad. It's been pretty downhill. AJ Dillon, Brian Robinson Jr., or Khalil Herbert
this week?
Yeah.
This is a little too early for start sits, but
what do you mean it's too early for start sits? This is wins. This is an AMA session. This is what this is here for. What the fuck? What did you just say? No.
We don't know injuries. Like today's a Wednesday, right?
So you're not gonna know everything, but you're gonna know some things.
Say, it's an early start sit. We ain't gonna be able to tell you for sure until Sunday morning show. That's why we got the Sunday morning show.
But you still need to be prepared.
And that's what I was gonna go into. I was gonna say I like Khalil Herbert's upside of all these guys because Brian Robinson, he went from like a 50% snap to 25 or something like that, right?
Gibson's doing his thing.
And then AJ Dillon, man, what has he done lately? Nothing. So I'm gonna go.
He's also doing work in the passing game. And last week they faced the Bills. So take that into account.
So, but I like the Khalil Herbert because who are they playing again?
Uh,
I was just looking. The Dolphins.
yeah, they're playing the
All right,
Dolphins. Yeah, I
Dolphins
fucking hate that.
are great at stopping the pass, right?
But they can also
No,
stop
no,
the
no.
run.
They suck at stopping the pass, but they're good at stopping the run. So they're
They
going to
also just
need.
got Bradley Chubb.
I think Khalil Herbert's going to catch a lot of them short passes. So I'm
So
going
you
to
have Washington, who's on a hot streak right now. Chicago, who's always hit or miss. And you have the Green Bay Packers, who, well, they're utilizing their running backs as glorified fucking wide receivers because no one else can catch a goddamn ball or run a route. And A.J. Dillon is pretty much being tried out there as a receiver. If this is a pick one situation for me, it comes down between Dillon and Robinson. Although Herbert is definitely showing improvement that he's getting his. Miami is putting together some things to be able to not just make it into the playoffs, but maybe put together an SB run. And I know that's weird to say, that's ugly to say, like ew, Miami Super Bowl, but we all know how it goes. Once you're in the playoffs, it's a one and done situation. You win, you continue on. You lose, you go the fuck home. You sit your ass on the couch, just like everybody else in the goddamn NFL. Ha ha ha! You suck, just like the rest of us. So with that being said and being stated, and then also getting the addition of Bradley Chubb, like that becomes that whole defensive scheme now changes. Now, how quick that defense gets put together, and with that new addition, but Bradley Chubb has also been having himself a fucking season and has been putting it together. So that's I feel like Herbert kind of be given the matchup. That's the odd one out. Maybe I leaned Dillon just because the glorified wide receiver. Let's see, for Thursday Night Football, we project Mills to get 10.5. So 10.5 fantasy points against that Philly defense. All right. Okay. I'm starting Mills, so I mean, hey, that 10.5. Hopefully, he can break that. Maybe hopefully the Philly defense just decides like we're not playing tonight. We're gonna take a rest. Ellinger, Hurts, Ellinger and Hurts to both get 21.15. So I don't think Sam Ellinger's getting you 21.15 fantasy points. Hurts, yes. Let's see, Damian Pierce for 19.22 fantasy points, definitely doable. Burkhead 7.45, doable. Sanders 20.78, doable. Gainwell 5.75 if he ever sees the fucking field. Brandon Cooks 11.25, exactly, if he plays. Brown, I'm assuming this is AJ Brown.
Yep.
22.4, yeah. Swift, Devontae, probably a little bit higher than that. That's 10.16. Dallas Goedert, 10 fantasy points. It's kind of hard with all those mouths to feed. I also have more for the other guys on these teams right now. Working on. Was that just for because it looked like you typed in Sam Ellinger and into that as well? His contract is what fucked his trade value. But I like that you're doing that because that also helps you in fantasy as well because you're able to gauge, your starts and sits. But don't always rely on projections. Don't always rely on projections. Do not always rely on projections. Actually, I can tell you I'm the person that does not rely on projections. I don't look at that shit. I don't.
Don't be a ranking slave.
Jamie's in the league with me. If I feel like starting Mecole Harbin fucking that week, I don't even know if I have Mecole in that league with you, but like if I feel like starting Mecole, I'm just like he's gonna go off tonight, so I'm starting Mecole. Like I'm just gonna do it. Like I don't care. I don't care about projections.
Like I started DPJ even though I had him projected like 20 spots lower than Kirk, and he outscored Kirk.
Only use projections as an exercise. That is nothing more than an exercise, a hot and cold exercise. Nothing more, nothing less. Other than that that number means nada. Because how many times have you seen a guy projected to go off for like 30-something fantasy points, and then they fucking like give you like 10. You
How
know,
many people projected Jonathan Taylor to be the number 1 running back, and look at him now.
mm-hmm. His contract is what fucked his trade value. I can't tell if he's mad that he didn't get traded or if he's mad they tried to trade him. I know he's mad that he didn't get traded.
He's worried about money.
Yeah. Cooks is pissed off that he did not get traded. And he has every right to. It's not like you're getting any younger. Your early part of your career was filled with injuries and concussions. Like, you're doing well, you're healthy. You want to go chase rings. So I feel bad for him.
And they're in a rebuild team that just runs.
Wait a second. Before, being that we are talking football. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day.
What are we celebrating?
Dance night.
Oh, what the fuck?
Dance night. So the team. Dan Schneider is looking at selling my Washington Commanders. Let's go, baby. Big Bang Bezos, you know what to do. Jay-Z, pick up the phone. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, my gosh. Yes. Oh, happy day.
I knew you'd be excited about that, man.
Oh, happy day.
Like, as soon as the first thing I saw that, I sent it to you. I'm like, what the fuck is it? Like, look at this shit.
Oh my gosh. If he did it on the Rams, we would most likely we most likely would not see OBJ land in LA then. I don't think that OBJ is going to land in LA anymore. I don't. Like, if you ever asked me like 3 weeks ago, I'd be like, yeah, OBJ to LA. You ask me now, I'm like,
no. Like, he still had his locker set up and everything.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't. Right now, I think that it's a definite. Like, it's not definite, but I'm thinking it's Bills Chiefs.
Ooh, Chiefs would be interesting.
Yeah. I get the Packers are a draft and develop type of org, but if you sign Rodgers to a $50 million deal in a fat contract, you should be in win now mode. Not let's develop the rookies when you're 3-5. Exactly. No. It's so bad. You guys gotta go get him like real talent, legit talent. Aaron Jones has a cap friendly deal this year, but his cap hit goes up to 20 mil next year, and he's going to get cut because we can't pay him. So we're only going to get worse.
I mean, what they should have been doing is like what they did years ago. They drafted Devontae Adams. They took, 2 years to develop him, 3 years, and then they put him on the field a lot, and now he was a big talent.
And they should have been drafting first round.
Yeah, they should have been doing that, but they haven't been. And they do it this year with one receiver, and he's not even seen the field yet.
I think that the Bears are going in the right direction, Weeds, with the Chase Claypool trade. The thing is that Claypool has only shown us the same Claypool that he has been since Notre Dame. There hasn't been anything different. And there's some issues with the route running as well. Orlovsky pointed out very excellent. No, it was Tony Romo. It was Tony Romo where he was like, hey, if you just completely flatten out I think it was a dig route. It was a dig. It was like, if you just flatten out on this versus turning it into basically a slant, this doesn't end up getting picked off. You end up putting yourself in position to now turn up field and gain yourself more yards. And that was a route that he should have ran in the way that he should have ran it. And end up resulting in Pickett throwing a pick. So but it does put them in the right direction because of his athleticism and the positive things that he is able to do and he is capable of doing.
See, what I don't understand is why would they pay a second-round pick that's higher than the pick that Claypool was drafted 3 years ago? Claypool didn't really show much to move up. So it's kind of what the opposite of what Hawkinson did. Like
because this is the NFL.
Yeah.
Because there is also Chicago. Okay, let's remember that. But they also, you can now, because of what you've gotten through the Roquan deal and the Quinn deal, you're able to spare that second.
I mean, I do think
so it balances out.
Bears needed a guy like Claypool, big-bodied, tall receiver, someone you just throw it up to. But we need to see him start throwing the ball more.
They're gonna have to. That is something that's something that's got to get addressed through coaching. That is something that has to get addressed through quarterback development. The offensive line has to hold up.
Yep.
That whole team has to get it together. You know, you can. I love what Jared Allen broke down after he entered the Vikings Ring of Honor this weekend about losing can become a culture.
Oh, I know. Being a Browns fan,
it is, but it is so much harder to get adjusted to winning, and how you get adjusted to that and make that your culture and hit that switch and really get guys to buy in.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big difference maker. The Bears don't have a culture right now. They're still trying to cling on to that very old school 80s way of building teams, and it's you know, that monsters of the midway mentality. It just doesn't work. You can't do that.
So do you think this will help like Justin Fields in his rushing game even more? Because what if they just streak everyone on the field and then he just runs for like 20 yards?
That could happen, but I do wholeheartedly though believe that the intent is to give him actual receivers that because one thing about Claypool, he plays passionate and he does have a dog in him. Every player has a dog in him, but he, you know, sometimes maybe one or two, you know, he has a dog in him. And
in his mind, he's a top 3 receiver. Remember he said that earlier?
Yeah. In his mind, you know, he's Mapletron. You know, he embraces that. You know, so I mean, this move is intended. The intent behind it is to improve their passing game. Yep. Defense got paid in the offseason and has underperformed. You paid Devondre Campbell and had one good season after being a journeyman, and Rascal Douglas, who was a practice squad guy, casing bear down. No one played up to expectations, and Rodgers getting MVP fucked everything up. Defense was supposed to trade him the end of last season. Oh, definitely was supposed to trade him at end of last season. Y'all should have. Y'all should have. Yep. If you were going to do the whole like develop and like become a new team thing, like you don't do that with a veteran quarterback. You should have experimented with Jordan Love. You know, the biggest loss of all of the trade deadline, it isn't Detroit trading within the division. It isn't the Bears giving up a second for Claypool. It isn't the Bears taking forever to move Roquan. It isn't Denver losing Bradley Chubb or Carolina losing CMC. The biggest fucking fail, and it's 2 teams in one fucking category that both did the exact same thing, that needed the exact same thing. Cool. Claypool moved to the Bears is great. Claypool should have either ended up A, being in green and yellow, or B, ending up in purple and black. Both Baltimore and Green Bay equally fucking failed at that. But Baltimore got better defensively, and that's where they make up for not getting Lamar a receiver.
I think this helps Pickens a lot. That's what I came up with. This trade elevates him so much. Because I already thought
I
Pickens
don't
was
think
going
it
to be the number
elevates
one.
Pickens.
Like I already thought he was going to be the number one coming in, like over Deontay.
I mean, well, it elevates. Okay, you said Pickens. I thought you said Pickett.
No,
It elevates
Pickens. Yeah.
Pickens in the order. It's not gonna matter him getting those abandoned targets if one, he's not able to hold on to them because he still has to adjust. You still see rookie flaws in his game.
Mm-hmm.
But then two, if his quarterbacks aren't getting the ball to him,
that is true.
the Steelers habitually do this. Habitually. Okay. And it's happened ever since Antonio Brown has left that organization. They try and elevate receivers just a little, the moment too quick, just a little too soon. You know, you did it with Deontay, and now we're seeing Deontay fall into that same situation that Juju fell into when AB left. And we saw what Juju when AB left. And then
they don't have Big Ben anymore.
But you, even though you still habitually do the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because to them, to Pittsburgh, they're a wide receiver factory. For real, they wholeheartedly believe that. So it's gonna be interesting how if anyone can do it out of the past couple of guys they've drafted and they've tried to elevate into that role and make that guy, Pickens can do it, but everyone else around him is going to have to then supplement and do their part.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh's not playing team football, and that's what makes Pittsburgh kind of hard to start and play in fantasy, is because it's like
you can't even play Najee.
Exactly.
I think Fairmouth's the only borderline tight end that you can put in every week.
And it's barely in the spring.
Yeah. Yep.
We're building something around Fields finally. Whitehair's back. I see an upset alert. Tua, get ready for that's no. Y'all aren't upsetting.
No.
Think that though. No.
I was actually looking at that line, and it's Miami -5. I would take that all day.
Yeah. Miami's gonna blow your fucking backs out.
Yep.
Tua I'm sorry. Waddle and Hill have a more receiving fucking yards than 8 teams in the NFL.
Yep.
The Bears being one of those teams.
Like Waddle and Hill broke the record for tandem receivers through the first 8 games.
What up, Albert?
What up, Albert?
We'd say green cheese heads. Juju and Devontae both playing for me this week. Ooh. Juju and Devontae. The problem with we're talking about Devontae Adams. I have no problems playing Juju. If you're in the Kansas City offense, I would almost be willing to be like, yeah, you're going in my starting lineup. Like, if you're in the Kansas City offense, I would almost always take a chance on you because it's Kansas City. Like, Mahomes spreads the ball. It's just Kansas City, right? Devontae fucking Adams. If there's a way that you can get him off your team, do it. The Raiders suck. The Raiders sold. The Raiders are fucking
Carr's not what Carr's looking like his older brother.
I don't know what happened to that team.
Like, I had such high hopes for that team going into this year. I thought Carr was going to be a great fringe quarterback one.
Dude, I really thought that he could have been like 1-1.
Oh,
I thought like there was a chance. I was like,
see, I thought that about Cousins. I was like, Cousins has a top 5 type, but like Carr, I was like maybe 5 to 10.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
gonna have a Minnesota rant here in a minute.
Can't wait.
If we're talking about Devontae fucking Adams, bro. If we're talking about Devontae Smith, yo, cool. Like, yeah, like I'm with it. But if we're talking about Adams, fuck Devontae Adams, bro. Fuck him.
Or what if it's Devontae Parker?
Ew.
Yeah.
I picked up Hines because McCaffrey on bye and Dobbins is on IR. I have no problems with that.
Yeah, you could throw a dart at that. I mean, we saw what Cooks did last week. I mean, they're gonna throw Hines in. Like Hines is a guy that they're just throw the ball to, man. He's gonna catch it. Even if he's not an elite talent, like if you give him enough targets, he's gonna put up elite numbers.
Hines is with
The Bills.
Yeah, the Bills now. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I mean, they started using Cook like a little bit more just to see what they have in them. They probably realized, yeah, this ain't the guy right now. So they brought in Hines, and I think that hurt Singletary a lot because they were giving him a workload.
I don't think that it hurt Singletary.
No. You don't think so? I hope not because I got him in a couple leagues.
Let's be honest. Mm-hmm. How many different places has Hines been? How many different times has Hines been practice squad, on a 53-man practice squad, on a 53-man?
He's not an elite talent. They make him look like he is because they feed him so many passes.
This doesn't hurt Singletary at all.
Good. All right.
Yeah.
So I like Singletary as a bell cow, man.
What this hurts is anything and everything surrounding Zach Moss. It doesn't hurt James Cook. If anything, here's what will happen. This team is going to stick with all the pieces that they have right now. Whatever happens, win or lose the Super Bowl. Yes, I'm thrusting Buffalo into the Super Bowl right away.
Oh, yeah.
Manifesting it. Buffalo, win or lose, whatever happens in the Super Bowl, they will unload one or two of those backs. More than likely, one.
They already put Zach Moss in Indy. That was part of the Hines trade.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So they're sticking with those. They'll stick with those three, and Hines will he's gotten a little old. So there was a typo.
8-ish.
What's up, Connor Burke? Gibby, Eno, Gus Bus, Garrett Wilson. Pick one. Feeling Gibby, but if Eno gets the start, the choice is easy.
Yeah, with Connor out, go Eno. But if not, go Gib.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how I would go. We don't know what the fuck. I fuck with the Christmas sweater, Robbie. Yeah, bro. I broke this shit out, dog. I was like, Halloween's over. I'm done thotting. I'm done out here hoeing in these streets.
Me and the girl were putting the Christmas tree this weekend.
Elon Musk buying the Commanders is not better.
No, dude, he's gonna charge you to say their name.
Claypool for a second, Cooper for a fifth makes Barry look like a genius. So, or I meant to say Jerry. So completely different circumstances. That team also Chicago also has a shit ton of picks from the two defensive pieces that they unloaded. They were able to sacrifice a second.
And the Bears are rebuilding.
Yeah, the
Browns were trying to win now, which is not going to happen.
You're trying to. You guys are opening up your window
for next year. Yes. Yep.
Claypool is younger. He still has potential. I don't think that he has more breakout potential. Whatever Cooper's is set in and has been in the NFL long enough to whatever Cooper is exactly what Cooper is. Fucking Calvin Ridley to the Jags.
This is hilarious. This is the most funniest shit ever.
One is a troll job.
He literally got suspended for betting against the Jaguars.
And now he is
a freaking Jaguar.
Like, so I low key love it though. So memes aside, jokes aside, right?
Yeah, all right. I do like this.
I
I do like this
love
trade.
it
Yep.
because we clowned the Jaguars for not getting a real one and paying wide receiver one money to someone who was a 3 on their roster and Christian Kirk. But now you have your 2 locked in, and you have a 2 locked in for a hot minute. And now you also have a 1. So now all you have to do between now and the draft next year, so that's including free agency period and everything like that, you literally just have to fucking draft offensive linemen. You don't have to do shit else in Jacksonville, but build an offensive line. Build an offensive line. Evan Ingram can hold on for maybe an extra year, but grab yourself another tight end, and build defense. That's all that you have to do.
Yep. Because next year they will be top 5 in salary for wide receivers with Kirk and Ridley. So they're going to use the fuck out of them.
Like
this is going to help Kirk, and Kirk is going to play the slot. You got an alpha on the outside. Like, who last year did Trevor Lawrence have to throw to? What was it? Marvin Jones and Agnew and LaVisca? I mean, come on.
You're going to have Calvin Ridley. But this is how you build a team. Mm-hmm. Like people think that you have to build a team like right away and fuck no, you don't. Like, it takes time. Like, that shit takes time. Rome was not built in a day.
And I'm projecting, like, right now I can actually see him being between wide receiver somewhere between 10 to 15 ish. Like right around where like Metcalf is right now, Amari Cooper, somewhere in there. So in fantasy football, he's gonna be like a wide receiver, low end 1, high end 2.
Don't know.
Drink to that.
I don't know if that just came in or what. Yes. I'm desperate wide receiver. Is Jacoby Myers a better start than St. Brown?
No.
It's not. No, it's not.
No,
it's not.
You can't sit St. Brown, man. That dude has top 10 or higher upside. Like, Myers is a good wide receiver 2.
But like you have to. So you have to pay it. You have to see where the client's coming from, though.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "I'm desperate." So clearly, he's in a position where St. Brown and hoping for upside and hoping for a boom or bust ain't really working out for him.
Well, the safe option is St. Brown, and he also has a higher upside, in my opinion.
I would go St. Brown, but I would just caution. Always understand where they're coming from, because he's asking for a very specific reason, and I'm assuming that's Jay's reason right there is what I just stated. It's like, yo, like, what the fuck? But I would trust St. Brown more so.
Yep.
The Lions gotta get something going. I don't know what happened to that team. They came out with some fire and then they just fucking lost it.
And Swift didn't practice today. We don't know what he's going to be up to. So that's vacated targets if he's not fully healthy. What, he got like 5 targets?
That's a couple of vacated targets that can easily just go over to Jamal Williams.
Yeah.
Doesn't count. Not when we're talking like actual drawing shit up. Robbie, you ever hit Jeters? If you haven't, I recommend you try them. I don't think I have. St. Brown overall is better. I had Mike Williams, but he's out. That's where it's at. Then you have to go St. Brown. Go St. Brown.
And even when Williams comes back, he had a high ankle sprain. So that takes a long time to come back from fully. So
It'll be
even
a
when
while for
Williams
Mike
comes back,
Williams.
yeah, it's going to be a while. Like he was already on the IR, like what 4 to some weeks, and even when he does come back, I don't think he's going to be 100.
Swift not practicing makes me feel smarter than Jimmy Neutron trading his ass and Ertz for Kelsey, especially since I got to keep Jamal Williams. I mean, you were going to be smart either way, though, if you had already had Jamal. You were going to be smart either way. It was like you already had his handcuff, like, you know. But, I mean, trading him and then still having that is like, yeah, no, that's actually the more optimal move because the other person's fucked. I don't know what's up with Swift. Like, he
I just,
just can't stay healthy.
yeah, he can't get healthy. It's like it seems like he heals slower than normal people heal.
Wolverine blood doesn't have that Wolverine blood.
Nope. Yeah, we need to put some Wolverine blood in him.
Fucking Russell Wilson, let's ride. You are starting Ramondre Stevenson everywhere.
You know, I like that call, man. I kept hearing like 2 weeks ago, oh, he's a sell. He's a sell. So it got in my head. I'm like, oh, is he like, okay, let's sell him. Why? Because he has the worst rushing schedule going forward. Well, he hasn't slowed down yet, man. So what the fuck do people know, man? Like,
Right now, what? He's like RB10, something like that.
yeah. I was so high on him coming into the year. I had him on so many teams. Like I could look at my best ball teams, guarantees on at least 60% of them. And that was getting them in what? 10th?
Liquid diamond infused pre rolls, Robbie. Get them if they're around,
Ooh.
bro. I'm sure we definitely have those. I'm definitely getting some of those.
That sounds delicious.
I like this. Okay,
Jamal Williams and Higgins
and Evans.
For Cooper Kupp. Oh fuck yeah, dude! You're getting so many more points.
If you can,
Higgins,
if you're the receiving three side, I would do it.
Yeah, definitely. You'll be adding more points every week.
Higgins or Evans.
Oh, Higgins or Evans. Shoot, that's tough. I would probably go Higgins right now, right?
I don't know. Tampa Bay's looking like shit.
Yeah. So Higgins because Chase is going to be out another 3 games.
So I feel like I keep Higgins.
Yeah, I like that call. Plus, you got Godwin and Higgins is kind of, or Godwin and Evans is kind of like Higgins and Chase. Like they're both fucking.
No, it's not.
Right.
Tampa sucks right now.
Well, I'm saying
Tampa
the talent
is nothing
like
anyone else that is good right now in the league.
So I'd almost rather have Godwin right now over Evans.
I don't want anything to do with the Tampa receiving.
Yeah, definitely go Higgins, man.
Yeah, I would say you keep Higgins, get rid of Evans.
Yeah,
get rid of Jamal Williams and Evans. I'll start St. Brown, and because even when Chase comes back, you know that Higgins is still going to be profitable even as a 2. And if anything, more profitable because he's not having to do all the work. I'll start St. Brown at wide receiver. Should I put Edwards-Helaire at flex or Jacoby Myers? CEH.
Just because he's getting the goal line work, yeah. He got that touchdown. Even if he gets 8-9 touches, he's still going to produce with them in that offense.
George, I'm with you there, buddy. I'm with you there. I would always take Evans over Godwin any day. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking I should trade Chase. I'm in number 2. If you trade him, you make sure you load the fuck up. Mm-hmm. You make sure you load up. If you're getting rid of Jamar Chase, you are loading the fuck up. You better get 3 players. You better pull something like what George is talking about right here. You better pull that. You better be like, yo, I will give you Jamar Chase. You give me Kenneth Walker, fucking Jalen Waddle, and fucking I'll take your kicker. like, like, no, take his fucking flex. Yeah, then take his flex. Like whoever his flex is. Like, yo, if I'm giving up a player that goddamn good, I'm bringing back a Hall. I'm bringing back some high performing twos that can balance out my roster. Like my favorite fantasy rosters are always the ones where you just figure out the right combination of math to fucking beat everybody else. When it's like, oh, okay, we're rumbling and tumbling here. Like, all right, we're moving good. You got you a couple of top 12 players on a team. Oh yeah, you rocking and rolling. You rocking and rolling. Mix in with a couple of twos and stable threes here and there. You're good. If you're trading Chase, you need at least 2 starters back. Exactly.
Yep. I would say
Bill too. Oh yes.
So let me ask you this, Robbie. Would you trade Nick Chubb for Tyreek Hill? What side do you like better?
Look, I just saw a trade go down in my home league that was Chubb and Waddle.
Ooh, Chubb and Waddle?
Yeah. So
I don't think he got enough for Chubb. Chubb's
fuck no, he didn't. Fuck no, he didn't. But you're still, need he was in desperate need of a wide receiver one. But then he also had a shit ton of fucking running backs. So like there's also that too.
That's my problem.
Like so it was like he also needed to unload something. He needed to bring something back that was going to help him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's also playing smart, knowing it's okay to take a risk if you're knowing what your team is needing to get better. Sometimes, people get too caught up on, oh, well, there's this one player and he's worth this much. Just no, maybe you just need to do this thing for your strategy, for your team. Not every piece of advice that gets thrown out can be used and blanketed for everyone. But furthermore, for your situation, I think that I could see that being justified if it's a situation like that, where if hands down it's for the betterment of your team.
Yeah, because this is a different type of format. It's my first time playing. It's called Zombie League. So
Yeah.
I stole Nick Chubb, I stole Mixon, I stole Henry. So I got all 3 of them guys, and I got Pollard, J.K. Dobbins on my bench. So I'm
in a zombie format, you're wanting to keep all of your best players. So those are the guys that you're not wanting to trade.
Oh shit! All right. So I just picked up Pittman this week. I got Mike Evans, McLaurin, and Devontae Smith.
So you're always wanting to, in that format, you're always wanting to get rid of whoever is. And it's weird because like if you're always like kind of like winning it, you're ending up stacking that roster. Yeah. All you're doing is cutting the player at the end.
And Jamal Williams and Dobbins are my worst, and Brandon Cooks. They're my worst players right now.
So whoever mathematically is the most consistently worst, that's who you would get rid of. Whoever has the most consistent worst weeks, that's who you get rid of.
Yeah, but I'm looking to get a solidified top 5 receiver, and that would be either Hill or AJ Brown, maybe.
But you could also do that by beating.
There's only one zombie left.
Zombie, yeah. There's only one.
This is crazy. Yeah. So that's why I spent my whole fab on Pittman. I only had like a few hundred, like $100 left. I put it all on Pittman just to get him.
God, no. Not Pittman.
No, there's no other team. There's only one other team, and this team isn't that good. So they're like, I'm not gonna be able to get anybody else. There's no one else to bid on. So there's no reason for fab.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. What tight ends y'all roll with on your teams? Oh my gosh.
Oh, I got a whole
I've
variation.
been rolling with Gesicki. I got Firemouth. I got I rock with Hawkinson in a bunch of leagues. I have Hawkinson in a bunch of leagues.
Ertz is one of my most owned because when I waited on tight end in the draft, I would always draft Ertz as like 10th, 11th tight end off the board. So
I have Goddard.
I own a lot in Njoku. That ain't helping me right now.
I don't have Njoku. Irv Smith is one I rocked with. Logan Thomas, another one I rocked with. I do a lot of late tight end. Tight end 6 or later is where I usually go.
That's where mine's sitting at. Unless I'm in Knox, man, I have a couple of Knoxes, and I was disappointed so far.
Yeah, Knox is always a tough one because those receivers.
I actually got Knox, and I would always go with another one like Njoku or Everett. And Everett's been saving my season.
Oh, I like this move. Downgrade Chase to get Higgins in a running back. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Hill all day, easier to find consistency at running back. AJ Brown, not top 5. AJ Brown is fucking gonna end up top 5 this year.
Well, he's like 8 now.
Yeah, he's 8 right now.
Top 5.
He'll end top 5. Kenneth Walker, all the Seahawks tight ends, Tyler Lockett and DK, Seahawks for life. Second best rookie drafting in class. You are just happy about your Seahawks. Hey, as long as you're happy, I'm happy for you, man. Because y'all are rocking and rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are doing damn good.
I posted a meme that Seahawks or the Denver's trying to trade
Russell Wilson back to Seattle. Yeah, that shit was funny. I saw that one. Yeah, Denver fans not happy right now. My cousin, he's a Raiders fan. He was like, hey Denver, he was like, how'd y'all lose on your bye week?
Oh shit!
Because they got rid of Bradley Chubb. AJ Brown.
It's like, how do you get fired off?
Exactly. AJ Brown, and is that Kyler Murray
or Latavius?
Because AJ Brown and Kyler for Chase. I mean, I don't know. Why do you need either of the Murrays? It's Kyler. If it's single QB, I guess. And if you really need a QB, why not go AJ Brown in another offensive player?
Yeah,
someone else is pretty dominant.
Like I just picked up Fields off of a waiver wire in a single quarterback league. I can't believe he's still out there.
5 spot is only flexible 1. Wait. So only pick 1 flex. That's have the top 4 lock. Wait. Diggs, Jefferson, Kupp, and Hill have the top. Oh, okay. Have the top 4 locked up. Okay, I see what you're saying. God damn. George saying yes in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with the way quarterbacks are fucking dropping this year.
Oh man, where's Ben at? Ben sent me a crazy trade that I'm like, definitely smash that. But he's like, oh, I don't know if I should do it, and it involved a quarterback in a single quarterback league.
When you play in so many 2 QBs, it's hard. You gotta like that's why I'll still play at least like 2 or 3 single QB leagues to make sure that whenever those questions pop up, I can still answer them. Single QB is just weird. I don't like waiting that long. Like it doesn't. It feels. I don't know. It doesn't feel as natural. Like of a draft or there's still so much value on the board late, and it's like you find yourself looking around like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you guys doing? Like I love two QB. I love two QB. I'll always play two QB. Two QB is my favorite. Two QB redraft is my favorite. I do enjoy Dynasty, but if I play Dynasty, it has to be two QB. I will not play single QB Dynasty.
I got a couple, and it sucks. I hate it. I don't even pay attention.
Yeah. The only way that I will play that you can invite me into a Dynasty is if it's two QB super flex. I hate tight end premium scoring. I think tight end premium scoring is stupid. Because okay. How do I say this? I think that it's stupid because you're putting for a premium on a position that everyone is separated by basically 0.3, 0.6 points, like apart, like a piece. And it's a super shallow position. But then on top of that, like whenever you're talking draft capital, but then on top of that, you force everyone else, not me, but you force everyone else in the draft room to go and reach for a top tight end.
Yes. Yep.
And then when that top tight end gets injured, they're all fucked. And it's honestly a handicap for someone like me that drafts tight end 6 and below.
Yeah.
Because now I just run away with the rest of the fucking thing. And it's just like, I don't like tight end premium just because it's like I don't like what it does to the psyche of everyone else in the room. Because everyone buys into this philosophy of like, I gotta hurry up and run and go get Kelsey. I gotta go do it now.
Mm-hmm.
Like people are already like that, but then you adding that incentive of the extra half a point onto it or 1.5 points onto it.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like last year was my first year doing a tight end premium, and then this year I ended up doing 2 more, and I'm still like I'm not a fan of it.
I got rid of all tight end premiums this year. If anyone sent me, they're like, yeah, bro, come play. It's tight end premium. I'd be like, yo, suck my left nut. Like, all that's gonna happen, because literally all that's gonna happen is in the end, I'm gonna end up winning it because of that one thing. Because everyone else is gonna reach, and I'm gonna end up with like 2 fucking stable tight ends. I'm just gonna be like, all right, so now what? Because your tight ends are gonna get injured, or load management's gonna happen, and they're gonna have to bench them and sit them because like they may not be injured, but their team's starting to think about playoffs. Like, yeah, no, fuck that. Basically, you get an extra 1.1.5 points for tight ends scoring.
Yep.
I'm ready to have a hot take. Like your Seahawks have already been fired. That's as high as it could be. I'm in a single QB league, and I stole Justin Fields off waivers for a Burrow bye week next week. Fields plays Detroit, so it's a perfect fill-in. Yeah, I'd run that. I'd run that for a bye.
Yep.
Who are my dark horses for the year right now? So a dark horse would have to be considered someone that's outside of the playoff bracket at the given moment. So a team outside that could make it in.
But there's so many close calls right now.
There are. Did you see that fucking stat today? The NFC East could be the very first fucking division in NFL history with 4 fucking dog. That's never happened. I was like, yo,
that's crazy.
Give me that. Give me that. I want to bet that. Oh my, bro.
That is nuts.
That is insane. Do you know how hard it is? Okay. We've seen it in baseball. It can happen in other sports because of the amount of games that are played. If that happens in our sport, every fucking statistician's mind are going to blow. Let's see. Give me Atlanta kind of already is number 1, so they can't be a dark horse. Give me the Packers to figure it out somehow.
That's where my mind went, but I was like, I don't want to pick the Packers.
I don't want to. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to pick the Packers. But it's the
Like,
dark horse, so you're gonna likely get it wrong anyways.
Packers are already they're 3 games behind the Vikings, but they're in second place in the NFC North. They're tied with the Bears. Rams are only 2 games behind. You think they could turn it around?
Yeah,
they're in third in the division.
It's Sean McVay.
Possible.
I mean, the new Call of Duty just came out, so Arizona can easily fall off a fucking cliff.
Like Falcons are in first place in their division, dude. So like the Saints can turn it around somehow because they're only a game behind.
But the NFC South is just weird.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like that's where a lot of dark horses lie.
Dolphins
aren't a dark. I think the Dolphins are going to.
But I'm looking at places like they're in third place in their division.
Oh, they're in third place?
Third place behind the Bills and the Jets.
Could the Jets?
The Jets. I thought the Jets were going to be in like last place below the Patriots or tied with the Patriots, but they're a game above.
No, I thought the Patriots were. I still believe that the Patriots will finish last in that division. I still wholeheartedly believe that.
What if the Raiders come back and figure it out somehow, and they don't come?
I would look.
When they have the freaking talent on the team.
I would love if that would happen, but they're not good right now. The Raiders are not good.
The
Raiders are
poverty. The Chargers in the division.
The Raiders are the worst team in the NFL right now. The Raiders are the worst team in the NFL.
Yeah. Yep.
Jay, I wish that you could trade Najee as well. I wish that everyone that has Najee could trade him, but no one's biting on that fish right now.
Someone just in one of my chats, they were like, should I trade Najee Harris for a 2023 first? And I'm like,
no one's going to do that.
Well, no, they offered Najee for like the guy offered his 2023 first for Najee Harris. And I was like, I think you can get a little bit more, but I like that. I was like, see if you can get more. See if you can.
No, I would just do it. I would just do that straight up.
I would too, but I said, see if you can get like Isaiah Likely or Terrence Marshall, someone like a low end guy with upside,
a consolation piece.
Yeah,
a consolation piece.
To see if not, I even said, I quoted myself that said, just go back to the original and do it. And he said it was a early to mid pick. So I'm like, fuck yeah. Like if it was a top 2 pick, I would just hit smash accept right now. But I was like, try to get something else. If not, go back to it and definitely trade Najee.
Who's the dumbass? I want to know.
Wait, what?
He said this dude dumbass. I want to know who.
Me? Probably me, man.
I want to know who. But not like fucking like this is the time where the trades that you're making in fantasy football, because trade deadline in fantasy is 2 weeks, a week from now, 2 weeks.
I usually set mine for week 11.
Mine is set for week 11. All mine are set for week 11. I think I have one. I think I have one that is that. I don't know. I think all mine are set for week 11.
Because
all the trades that you're making now, Goff, Godwin, and a second round for Chase. Hell no,
no way. Mm-mm.
No,
nope,
no.
Mm-mm.
Why is Goff even in that equation?
Wait, is he giving up Goff, Godwin in a second?
He'd be giving up Goff, Godwin in a second for Jamar Chase. Fuck that. If I'm giving up Jamar Chase, I don't want Godwin at his age. I don't want Jared Goff. who plays for fucking Detroit and is probably going to be a backup for another team here soon. And I don't want a second rounder.
Mm-mm.
If I'm giving up Chase, you're giving me something I can rock with right now.
Yeah. Like I need a great piece. Give me like Pittman and a first.
Picks aren't even involved. If a pick is involved, it's a fucking high ass pick. If I'm giving up Jamar Chase,
it has to be a first, top 1 or 2.
It could be a first or I can do a second, but those 2 players that you're giving me better be prime fucking real estate. I'm talking condo, Manhattan, penthouse fucking suite, baby. I want prime fucking real estate. B-Rob should definitely Brian Robinson should be, if you're talking about when you say B-Rob, I'm assuming Brian Robinson. Brian Robinson should be on a roster no matter what.
Yeah. Yep.
No matter what. Because what you don't at this stage in the game, that's a player that if something happens to Gibby, you don't want the other team to have.
Mm-hmm.
This is now where fantasy football defense comes into play. Those players that you know for after this bye week, this little set of bye weeks. Next week we're going to be talking about players that you really need to be dropping, that you know for a fact that you're not going to start, and grabbing players that you don't want anyone else to fucking have. Because that's going to be a move and a piece in a way that you need to be playing chess heading into the playoffs. Folks, there's fucking money on the line for a lot of these leagues.
Yep.
Like the haha kiki, the bullshit. Like it's kind of fucking like these last 4 weeks here, these next 4-ish weeks here. Yeah, next 3. These are detrimental. Like these are like fucking like your maker. This is your make or break for your fantasy team. And you have to be thinking about every piece of the equation. Do whatever it takes for your roster to be the best. Don't be desperate. This is not the time to start doing desperate shit. And also make sure that folks are setting lineups. If you know for a fact that there's someone that you may not want to be going up against in the playoffs in your league, that fucker that he's facing that hasn't won a single fantasy game, you need to tell that dude, hey, yo, I need you to set a lineup because there's a chance that you could beat that dude this week, and that can adjust seeding. The guy offered me King Henry for Mahomes in my 1 QB league, 6-point passing TD league. Thoughts? Ooh.
I would take King Henry, honestly. Who would be your...
I want to know what the dude is ranked.
Yeah. I want to know.
I want to know what the dude is ranked. I want to know what the other guy is ranked.
Yeah, I want to know records. What quarterbacks are available? Who's your backup?
Yeah, who's your backup? Because maybe in that league you don't need King Henry, and this is coming from the biggest King Henry stan.
Mm-hmm.
But I care more about you winning than me just fucking being like, oh my God, it's Derrick Henry. I'm a fanboy. Oh.
Yeah.
Like, fuck that. Like, who does that?
Yeah, and like, who's your other starting running backs? Like, who would you replace Henry over?
Exactly. Yeah. I need to know, Jay. I need Deion. I need two. Deion Jackson, Dylan, Herbert, B-Rob. Right now, I mean, I'm really looking at Dylan and B-Rob in that scenario. Don't get me wrong, Jackson look good. Herbert.
We don't know the status.
The addition of Bradley Chubb just scares the fuck out of me for the Chicago run game.
You're right, man, because I didn't think of that when I was
I'm literally.
I was higher on Herbert going into this week until you said that.
No, do not drop Eno for B-Rob. Do not drop Eno for B-Rob. Do not drop Eno for B-Rob.
Dude, I think I might rather even have Eno. This is a hot take, but I might rather have Eno than Gibson.
Okay, that's a bold take.
That's a hot fucking bold take.
Yeah, no,
I don't
that's
know. Like, I'm not going to go off of just 1 week of usage because last week you would have been like, hell yeah, you would want Eno over Gibson the way they were using Gibson.
I started Gibson in a league that I had both of them.
Yeah, it's rough, man. Because I mean, if Eno gets a start, then it's his backfield.
Exactly.
If you know, Gibson splits, so I don't know what the split's going to be depending on game script.
It's a 10-10 league. I'm ranked 6th. He's ranked 5th.
Ooh,
I don't have a backup QB. There are no elite
but he has
QBs left.
Josh Jacobs, Sanders.
Well, I guess we're just not doing it then.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that then, man.
Yep.
Dude, that sucks.
God damn it.
I really would want to do that.
I would do it if I was ranked higher.
Jacob Sanders and Najee and CH. So
a 10-team league, that means everyone's hogging QBs.
Yeah, why would people put 3 QBs on their fucking team? Like I only have
for this reason.
I only have 1 QB in a 10-team league.
It's 6-team TDs, and we're 3 weeks away from playoffs.
I literally just picked up Justin Fields in that league because
they're making sure that people won't be able to, in these scenarios like this, someone's likely not able to fill a QB or someone's dealing with like a bye week or something of that nature.
I get that.
There's a million and one different combinations. Yeah.
So are we saying don't trade Mahomes for Henry?
You can't.
I think with Sanders and Jacobs, you're fine. You don't need Henry.
Yeah.
So just keep Mahomes. If you can come up with a different trade, maybe.
It's a 10-team league, so I'm assuming only 4 teams make it in the playoffs.
It depends, man. I don't know. Some 6 make it. That's dumb.
Yeah, some are. Yeah. But to us it may be, but if it's for them, like, you know, I don't care if 6th place or 5th place gets him, you know, in. You know, if 5th place gets him like a fucking wild card, and then like 2 people get a bye, so then like he just has to duke it out. Like, I mean,
yeah. Damn.
Or if he has to clamor and fight his way to 4th, and if it's a 4-man playoff, then what he's gonna have to honestly do is just keep Mahomes.
But I like the team with Jacobs and Sanders.
No, I love his team.
I want to know his receivers, bro. He probably has some elite ass receivers.
Mahomes is number 1 QB in this league, and Henry is RB2. Yeah, I figured that.
I mean, Jacobs has to be up there too, right? Sanders is top 10.
Should I try and trade for a better wide receiver? I have Pittman, Sutton, Lloyd, Olave, Juju, 10-man. Yeah, you should try and trade for a better receiver.
Yeah, what if you like package Pittman with somebody?
Send 2 for 1, then grab someone off of waivers.
Yep, because honestly, Sutton, yeah, he has been disappointing on where we drafted him. He has had 5 double-digit fantasy point games this year, and if you look at his schedule, it does look an up and up for it. So I'm hoping for the best for him because I have a lot of Sutton. I drafted him a lot in the 4th round, like early middle 4th round.
Package Pittman, Sutton, just get back Waddle, and then grab someone off waivers.
Oh, fuck yeah. Hell yeah, do that.
Oh yeah, when I be hitting,
or even one of those receivers like Pittman and like your 3rd running back.
His running backs are Barkley, CMC, Dillon, Herbert, D Jackson, Eno, tight end Kelsey, QB Lamar. I also got Rondell Moore on my team. Yeah. Package 2 of those receivers, get back 1, and then snatch 1 off of waivers. You'll be fine.
I like. Yep.
My receivers, says Jay, are AJ Brown, St. Brown. I've just been very unlucky this season.
Yeah,
I know how that goes.
I know how it goes too, man. I have an elite fucking team, and I'm 2-something.
Fucking both Adam Rank and I in a league that we're in, a 14-man league that we're in, are both of us were 2-5.
Oh,
Now I'm 3-5. You know, bro. Then I have to fucking face Bob Harris this week.
Oh, good luck on that. I'm gonna root for you though. I love Bob Harris a lot, dude.
I beat him before, so it's not. Yeah.
Dude, if you beat him again, then you could say I beat him twice.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You know, it's that. That's the benefit of being in the industry is that you get to play against competition like that, and it's like fuck, like when you play against competition like that, it opens you up to a completely whole different way of thinking. And that's Levert stole my layup. I thank God I hedged the Lakers. Yeah, Lakers fucking randomly. We decided to get our first win. What was it, like 2 nights ago, a night ago? What else we got? We're in fantasy playoffs. Let's get it popping. Let's get it rolling.
Yeah, man. My biggest win so far was in the Scott Fish Bowl. I beat Rich Rebar and Gary Davenport in the Scott Fish Bowl league.
Nice. I think
know they're not like popular, like huge names, but I beat them both, and I'm leading my division. So that's an accomplishment for me.
AJ Brown is not better than Jamar Chase. Close. They do things.
They are
things
close,
very
man.
different. They do things very different.
Yeah. Like honestly,
I would do AJ Brown and a lower tier player for Chase. If I'm giving up Chase, I'm getting 2 players back, no matter what. No less than 2. Nothing less than 2. There's no way. The only way I'm doing a straight up 1-for-1 trade if it's like, yo, I'll give you Justin Jefferson for Jamar Chase. Okay. Like that I would do, hands down, no matter what.
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah. What about Tyreek Hill?
No.
No, you wouldn't do that, even though he's leading number, because you know there's going to be regression. He's not going to be able to keep the pace.
I love Jamar Chase too much.
Yeah, I love
that's him. A personal. That's also a personal valuation at that point. But I'm not going to say that somebody. I'm not going to say that there's not somebody that wouldn't do that.
But I love Jamar Chase so much that I named my child after him.
Exactly. Yeah, like that. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not.
He's a little biased on my part, but
I'm not. Yeah. He keeps saying Golf and Godwin. Well, then tell him to. Never mind. Tell him that the trade is not going down.
Nope. Yep. Just move on, man. Get a different trade partner.
Be like, you know what? It was nice talking, bro. I'm yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll take my business elsewhere. That's what I do when folks do that. Like send me shit that I'm just like I'm not fond of. I'm like, no. Like, here's the thing. All right. Just like these NFL teams, you have to keep in mind that once you're in the playoffs, you're in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
You should always be playing for first. Okay? Always play for first. But when it's getting down to the wire like this, there ain't nothing wrong with your ass playing for 6th. There ain't nothing wrong with your ass playing for 4th. However your league is set up. Do what you have to do to make the playoffs. If your team is good enough to where, hey, you know what, man, I feel like I might be able to ride this through. I'm sitting 7th, or I keep bouncing between 7th and 6th, or, I'm 5th, I'm 4th, I'm in there, I'm close. I've had teams where Hey, sucks we weren't able to get no trades done, but you know what? This team that I have made it into the playoffs. Oh shit. Good thing I did not make any of those trade moves because players I was going to trade for end up getting injured in the fantasy playoffs. And I have to face those guys. And those guys were on. You don't know what's going to happen. You can try and prepare. But sometimes it's just about getting in the playoffs. Once you're in,
anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Yep.
Is Michael Thomas even worth rostering anymore? No.
No, I dropped him in an elimination league that I was in, minimum roster spots, and I dropped him 2 weeks ago or last week. I was done with him. Can't do it.
Zero exposure.
I couldn't even tell you who I picked up, but it was someone actually getting me fantasy points this week.
I'm so weird because like once I'm out on a player, I don't draft them again.
Same here, but I never drafted Michael Thomas this year. I just ended up picking him up for free off the waivers 1 week.
Or there's even certain moments where like if I see how he burns other players in fantasy football, I'm like, oh, I see he's putting you through that emotion. Yeah, I'm not drafting that dude.
Yep.
Ben's question. Ben's trade, 1 QB league. Some dude offered me Saquon Barkley and Christian Kirk for Tua and Travis Etienne. In a 1 QB league, no.
Wait, no, let me give you the background. So I asked him some questions, and I was like, what's your quarterback? And he's like, I have Mahomes. I'm like, Mahomes is already off his bye. When are you ever going to start Tua? I'm like, you smashed that.
Oh, well, yeah.
He's never going to start Tua because he has Mahomes. ETN is like Barkley is way better than ETN.
He's better than ETN right now. Yeah.
And is ETN going to hold up with all them touches that he's going to get? We don't know. Yeah, he's producing.
Is
but
Barkley going to hold? Oh, you can use the same fucking thing. Like,
Barkley is like a.
He's holding up right now. Yeah.
Body. But still. And he's getting Christian Kirk. He needs a receiver. That's his problem.
So if he already has Mahomes,
yes,
then yes, you.
And he needs a receiver.
And he needs a receiver. Then yeah.
Like I look at this in a single quarterback league for redraft, and I'm looking at the Barkley Christian Kirk side as like double the value of what he's given.
You have to know context.
That's why I asked him. I got him. I got the context, and
yeah, him having Mahomes is like, okay, yeah, run it.
Yep.
Ben,
he said he's at work right now. He said he's gonna watch when he gets home. Yes, you fucking smashed that.
This dude has Goff, Kyler Murray, Russell Wilson, Jimmy Garoppolo, Deshaun Watson, and Malik Willis as QBs. Why the fuck is his whole bench QBs?
Is Goff, Murray? You could drop Goff. You could drop Wilson. I mean, you really only need to keep Murray and.
No,
Watson.
This dude's a dumbass. Why does he have all of these QBs?
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Yeah, tell him to get his fantasy football skills up.
Yeah, because he probably has like 3 receivers and 2 running backs.
That means the only other offensive players that he has are his starting receivers and running backs. That means he's hoarding. He's just hoarding quarterbacks. He's just fucking just. This is stupid. Yeah, he's a dummy. Yeah, he's a dummy. He's a dummy. Fucking dumbass. Yeah, no. There's no need to have all those QBs. Why is Jimmy G still on? I see you guys are gonna go ahead and try out Watson against the Texans in Week 13.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Revenge game, right?
That's gonna be a shit show.
Oh, dude, I don't even want to talk about it now.
Yeah, we're not gonna get into it.
We'll see when it comes up.
Yep. It's like yeah. But yeah, Other than that, I think like we got through all the questions. Like I think we got like every question.
All right.
What wide receiver should I drop Thomas for? Top available are Allen, Thielen, Curtis Samuel,
Ooh, I
Duvernay.
like all those options. Like I love Duvernay
I
this week.
love the Thielen option.
I,
Minnesota is just doing so good right now. Like the fact that well, it's like their only loss is what again is in prime time against the Eagles.
yeah.
Like
Hmm.
Cousins has been a great quarterback like the whole season. And they've been silent. They've been silent about it. Like they haven't been all flashy. Like Minnesota's doing like, and no one's talking about them. Like no one's like Minnesota Super Bowl. Like no one's gassing them up. No one's hyping them up. Like no one thinks that they're 6-1. Like they're actually doing pretty fucking good.
The only thing is, with the Hawkinson though, do you think Thielen's gonna take the hit?
I think they'll be fine. Kirk Cousins doesn't fucking throw the tight end anyways.
That's what I was thinking because I looked up the stats of Irv and all that, and Irv was only running 50 to 70% of the snaps. Hawkinson was running 70 to 90 over in Detroit.
He had to.
But the thing that stood out to me was Irv Smith was like number 6 tight end in red zone targets. So that's only going to help Hawkinson. Hawkinson's going to see those targets now.
Yeah.
Irv was like low in drops, so Hawkinson ain't going to drop them passes.
It'll be fine.
Yeah,
Everything will still balance
itself out. It'll balance itself out. Yep.
Y'all like trading Dobbs and Pierce for James Conner and Jamar Chase. There's no need to have James Conner, but I love the fact that you can get rid of Dobbs.
You're getting Jamar Chase?
Yeah, he'd be getting Chase.
Why wouldn't you do that? Yeah. I would give up Dobbs and Pierce straight up for Chase.
Yeah, I would do that. Yeah, I would do those two straight up for Chase. Exactly.
Yeah.
You don't even need James Conner. I'd be like, yo, keep fucking James Conner. Like, keep that shit over there.
I would take him and drop him and be like, fuck you, middle finger.
Yeah.
Do that trade. If that was sent to you, smash that.
Yeah,
but
if
you're sending that out, don't expect it to get accepted. No one's gonna accept that trade.
Yeah, you don't need James Conner, but you do need Jamar Chase.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Love it.
I'd give up a lot for Jamar Chase. So yeah, we have pretty much hit an hour and a half.
Oh shit, it's been that long, dude. This flies. Time flies when you're having fun, bro.
Yeah, accepted. I have Diggs and Chase now, and I celebrate. Yes, as you should, Curly Wolf.
Yes.
Always,
yeah.
always.
Mm-hmm.
Jay, we got you. No worries, fellas. No worries.
Yeah. Just make sure you hit the subscribe, like,
share the damn content for sure. Yeah, share the content. Check out our sponsors. Just check out all of our like different links in the description.
Dude, I'm telling you, all 22. When Robbie sent that over, I was like, "Wait, all 22? I heard of that. Like, I hear these stats all the time from it." And then I got the 40% off. Oh my god, dude! All 22 is one of my favorites right now. I love that league.
Yeah, all 22 is dope. Fucking get y'all hooked up with swag.
I did a championship rounds. I downloaded the app.
Yeah, champions round,
and it was fun. Like I got a bomb team.
Yeah, champions round. Get in those pools for Sunday. I'll create a game for everybody and invite y'all to it. Yep. So be on the lookout for that. Join the Discord chat. Join the Rumcord. All that good stuff. And we appreciate you.
Yeah. One last thing, the championship rounds. If you are out of your playoffs already, and you're like a 1-7, 2-6, and you're like, oh, well, my season's over. No, go to Champions Round, download that, throw some money, you get a deposit back, right? What's the use Robbie's code?
Yep. You get like I can't remember how much you get back.
But it's fun. I did it today for the first time, and it's better than Underdog. I love it. And
Yeah.
I'm going to keep doing it, even though I'm still winning. This is another part of fantasy football, man. But it'll keep you engaged. If you're out of your playoffs already, you're losing. You could draft weekly teams against like
Exactly.
other people. It's fun. I love it.
Yep, and we got pick'ems. There's every sport over there. I did some NBA picks tonight.
Yep.
I also got some going for the FIFA tournament.
Yep.
So yeah, get on over there, check it out. Other than that, cheers to me, cheers to you, all the Rumboyz and girls. What it do, dilly dilly. We will see you guys tomorrow night for Thursday night football.
Cheers.